We've been told that women earn about 80% of a man's wage. This is rubbish. It is totally wrong. Do not believe this figure. So here's where this 80% comes from. When companies are audited around what women earn versus men, the women who are at work when this data is gathered are the ones who are taken into account. So in other words, if a woman has left work for any reason, or she's stepped off the ladder, then these women are not taken into account. So for women at work who are working, yes, it's around 80%, 80 cents to every dollar a man earns. But I like to look at the bigger picture, big data. So what do women earn compared to men over, say, the course of their lifetime, over the course of 10 to 20 years? It's about the take-home pay over many, many years that I want to look at. How much does a woman earn compared to a man in terms of percent? So there's this thing called the Household Panel Study. It started in 1968 and it's still running. It is the world's longest study, as far as I know, that started with a few thousand people in 1968 and it's still ongoing with those people, if they're still alive, and their descendants. And it's thousands of people. So it is a huge cross-section of society. So blue collar, white collar, everything in between, meaning it's a reflection of reality, right? A reflection of reality. That's what I like. And it's big data. I like that too. And it tells us this. Over the course, so this study, it took a couple of 15-year chunks. And it looked at how much money women earned over the course of this 15 years compared to men. So again, cross-section of society, cross-section of earning, cross-section of situations that people were in. It's reality, so it's in the moment, real earnings, not pontificating or predicting or projecting, right? And it found that women earned, wait for it, 49% of what men earned. 49%, just under half of a man's earnings. Why? First of all, what do you feel about that figure? I mean, it's shocking, but it's also reasonable. You know, it's shocking because, oh my goodness, these women have to make do with 49% of a man's wage. By the way, when I say make do, I mean, look, the single parent households are 90+% women-led households. So when I say make do, they really do literally have to make do. And that's why single parent households, which are mostly women, they're poor. You know, they have debt. They're poor. They can barely make ends meet. And I think that's rubbish. But that's a different conversation. I'll be creating videos around that. So if you want that kind of thing, you want to know the reality again, not the rhetoric around it, then hit subscribe. Back to the 49%. There's one reason that this happened. There's one reason that women earned 49% of a man's wage. And it's because some of them took some time off at some point. I'm going to say this again. Some of these many thousands of women in the study took some time off at some point. So remember, these are thousands of people. Some of these women stayed leaning in full time for the whole time, for the 15 years, right? Some of these women were full-time carers. And some of these women were full-time at one point, leaning out at another point, part-timing, you name it, everything in between, that stuff of life, right? And so that's why this study is really important, because it reflects reality and it reflects the fact that it's not about how much money you're capable of earning. It's about how much money you actually end up earning. Even if you are a graduate, even if you are brilliant at what you do, even if you are a high earner. Women earn less than half of what a man earns over the course of reality, life as a reality, because some women take some time off at some point. What that means is that women are more likely to die broke, have less choice and options, and less financial dignity in life. Now, I think it's really rubbish that you end up at the end of life realizing all these financial facts for females and there's nothing you can do about it because it's too late. You can't go back to work. You can't make up that lost earnings. Now, I'm going to be sharing more videos around money, life, financial facts for females. So if you like this sort of thing, please hit subscribe. Please share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below, and maybe, bits of your reality. Because it's only when we start talking about these things that we're going to start learning before it's too late, and ideally being able to do something so that, one, this doesn't happen to you, and two, if it is happening to you, you're losing out, you're headed for financial trouble, that you can figure out what to do about it before it's too late, yeah? So there you have it. Women earn 49% of a man's wage over the course of a couple of decades because of life and its realities, and the fact that females are usually the ones who are being pulled in different directions of career versus carer. It's not about how much money you can earn. It's about how much money you actually earn during the course of your working life. I'll see you next time. Well, hello there. I hope things are good in your world. You know what? I'm making a commitment to this space to create more content around what I know to be true, things that I think are really important to share with you, that'll make a big difference in your life, that'll help you sustain your success. So if this is the kind of thing that's interesting to you, if you like what you just saw and heard, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It'll make a huge difference to me, because it means that you want more, and I will give you more. More of the stuff that I know will mean the difference between you being chosen or not, sustaining yourself and your success or not, and having choice, How about it? Hit the subscribe button. It would mean a world to me. Thank you.